Brandy J Unscripted. Why the one who moves on after a relationship really fast can be dangerous. Let's talk about it. Have you ever been in a relationship with the person where it feels like they were just waiting on the perfect opportunity to start their next chapter while you're left healing and processing? They're already in a new relationship and you're trying to figure out how in the hell, y'all heard me, are they doing this? Let me tell you something. That fast mover may not be over it as they seem, and they could even be dangerous. In today's video, we're talking about the hidden red flags of jumping into a new relationship too soon, while the one who takes time to heal is actually smarter and healthier in the long run. Let's talk about it. Now, the person who moves on in the relationship fast, we're going to call them the ones who want to avoid the emotional toll that relationship really had on them. Okay. This is also patterns of emotional unavailability. They're emotionally unavailable. Okay. And this dangerous behavior, why it's dangerous. And then number 4, we're going to talk about the lack of growth when you rush into something in video part 1. All right. So the emotional avoidance, the one who moves on quickly isn't necessarily, again, over the relationship. They're avoiding the pain of it. They are avoiding the pain of it. Instead of just sitting in their emotions and processing and reflecting on their mistakes and truly wanting to know or reflecting on what went wrong, they're becoming the victim. They're in their head. They're saying it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. But it takes 2 to tangle. Okay. So some of that part, some of you had a great part in the relationship as well, not working out. Now, they use the new relationship as only a distraction. Okay. It's a Band-Aid on a wound that needs stitches. Number 2, the pattern of emotional unavailability. Now, fast movers often struggle with emotional depthness. They cannot really process or explain their emotions. It's like they have a blockage there. Now, even though you're in the relationship and you all both had issues or problems, you were not the cause of their issues with explaining their emotions. So don't ever think it was you, okay? Now, they jump into new relationships to avoid facing themselves. I've seen this so many times. And if you're my friend guy, I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna make you apologize. I'm not gonna make you, but I'm gonna suggest that you apologize and really process it. But those of you who don't have friends like myself, you're gonna be a jumper and you're gonna recreate the same toxic relationship moving forward. And the women that you are attracting or the men, they're as damaged as you are, because we don't attract who we want. We're gonna always attract who we mirror. So you're just jumping into another toxic or unresolved issue relationship. It's just a new phase. And that next relationship is going to be even worse because you didn't take time to process. Okay. Now, their next partner, when they jump like that, they're walking into a relationship with unresolved baggage. They have no idea. If they're smart, they would take their time and say, no, you just got out of a relationship, especially if it's like a 1 year, 2 year, 3 or more. Women never date a man coming out of those type of relationships like that. That's suicide. Okay. Now, number 3, the danger of it. Now, these individuals can be very dangerous because, well, not physically, but emotionally, because they're not moving on for love. Don't we all want love? But see, they're not moving on for love. They're moving on to soothe their ego. That's the part of them that doesn't accept responsibility. Okay. If you sit there and allow them to talk about their former mate and you think that it's all truth, that they did nothing wrong, then you are the part of the problem. But they're soothing their ego. So that's why you got to be smart in this situation, ladies and men, to be mindful of the person who jumps. They're not with you for love. You're a temporary convenience, okay? Now, they need to feel validated or they're avoiding being alone. These type of people have to always have people around them because being alone means they got to sit in their pain and they got to actually realize what happened in the relationship that they were accountable for. It's all about accountability, okay? And they don't often think about the impact that this will have on a new person because they don't care. They're just needing someone to soothe the pain that they're refusing to face. Okay. So the new person is just the rebound and an emotional punching bag. Okay. So the lack of growth, what happens when this happens? There is no growth. When you rush into something new, you don't give yourself or you don't give yourself a chance to actually grow or learn from past mistakes. That's why jumpers or the fast movers repeat the same toxic patterns in every relationship. And women, we are to blame as well because we take the cases in. I call them cases, okay? Cases. You got to be mindful of the cases that you're taking. The load may be too heavy. Now, come back for part 2. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe. My mission is to help other people who have gone through or who are going through relationship issues of hurt and pain and how to bounce back and rebound from it. Brandy J Unscripted, like and subscribe. We're going to go in depth into this on the strength of the healer. I promise you guys, you will be transformed by this series.